There is a secret that few know. If one were to look in a secluded place, through long forgotten ruins near the sacred forest, hidden underneath the tallest trees in the world of Feria, one would find the secret house of an old adventurer. The frog thief, some have called him. And in that small house, there is a shop. And in that shop, there is a book. And in that book, is a whole new world.
Okay, this is Roguebook, developed by Nacon, produced by Abrakam Games, and it is a fantastic game. But first of all, we're just going to sort out the settings here because that is a bit loud. I think maybe there perhaps. We could probably go one up. Get this down, sound effects down, voice lines on, so a few and far between. So we're just going to pop that there. And we'll take a look at the extras first of all, because we've got some hero skins that we want to do, because we've got the DLC for this, which includes this special character. Still, we have to do, I think, a run before you can open him up. Card backs, we're just going to keep it on the normal, and alternative artwork on some cards, which is great. So jump straight in to Roguebook. Opening tutorial, but first of all, I believe.
Ah!
Good morning, stranger. Where am I?
Ugh, my head.
You have been sleeping for quite some time. My name is Nacon. We are both trapped within the Roguebook. Let's not waste another minute. Take this. This is one of my brushes. Use the brush to point out our surroundings. I found Sirocco. I should see if it's okay.
Oh, what happened?
Yo, Shara, where are we? We need to get out of here. I don't like the smell of this place.
Locked and loaded.
To explore more of the cursed book, you must harvest the very ink it has used to form its creation. A tricky task. So, yes, this is Roguebook. This is going to be our first battle. I absolutely love this game. I've put in thousands upon thousands of runs, tens of thousands of hours. I just love to play it. Back-to-back replayability for me is well up there. Let's get into the first battle, as it will teach us what to do. Look out, they're attacking. No problem. If we go on the defensive, it won't even scratch us. And Sirocco is right, although it's going to be attempting to attack. It's attacking for 15. This is the Homeland Defender. First thing we should do in this tutorial is fully block. Reason being is because if I press the left button here, I mean I'm playing on PlayStation using a PlayStation controller, but you can see on the deck there, you press left and you can see what's remaining in your deck. And seeing that we're drawing 5 cards, lunge for 9, strike for 7 and more strikes, I know that I'm going to have enough to fully kill him. Now it's our turn to fight back. So we start off with lunge, Shara's strongest card in our starting deck, and a strike is all that we need to wrap this first battle up. Continue. And we've got ourselves an ink, common ink, reveal 3 spaces in a straight line.
Well done.
A wonderful display. I knew you would be the ones to help me get out of here. Be warned, many of the creations of the book will be much stronger than what you have just seen. Before going further, you should gather your belongings. By combining inks and skillful brushstrokes, you are able to paint the paths you need. I will show you. Use your ink here. So, yeah, we can do that. Moving our... Now you can obviously place it in multiple directions, but obviously the tutorial is going to put us here. Now standing here and using a brush, and so you can already see how the exploration of this world map is going to be, and it is just so fun. Fortify and Brew, legendary. At the end of your turn, if Sirocco is leading, gain 2 block. So we'll know what block does. Sword of Destiny, Shara's legendary sword. If Shara is leading, she gains 3 power. Now it's time to venture beyond the gate. The gate requires 2 souls to open it. You cannot venture in alone. Passing through it will create a new story. You must fight your way through. And we will do just that. So we go to the gate, open, and this will immediately throw us into a brand new run. And that's our path painted all the way up to the boss.
You ready, big guy?
I am always ready. Where are we going again?
To finish this story, you must defeat the creatures that have been painted to guard the portals leading to other worlds. One of these portals may just lead us out of here.
Good luck. You will need it.
I have been trapped here for some time, but lack the strength to push on. I will help guide you and provide you with supplies. Visit me and I will help as I can. So Nadim is now effectively the shop, and it always amazes me, like, he wants our help, so why isn't he just giving us everything for free?
They got anything to drink?
Right, so in the shop you'll always find 3 cards for one hero. Shara is the white board of cards, and 3 cards for the other, Sirocco being the red. We have 3 treasures and 3 gems that we can slot into cards, so yeah, that's very good. This is our starting deck. We got 2 strikes, 2 defends, and lunge being her strongest. 3 strikes for Sirocco with a defend and a stronger defend guard. Right. Some interesting cards here. I'm noticing already. Good treasures as well. Bloodstone at the end of each battle. This hero heals 4 life. I actually really like this one. Can be very helpful. Lacerate, attack for 4, inflict 4 bleed, but of course while she's in front it will be attack for 7, inflict 4 bleed, and the bleed doesn't decrease each turn, so it will stay 4. So that first move is really attacking for 11. We have combo, gain 1 courage. It's got 2 slots, so the slots just to the left of the card are where the gems go in, and this we're just never going to get on the first run. This isn't bad, you know. We do start our battles with 3 energy, and if we got this, we'd play this first. We can maybe get rid of the cards we don't want to draw. Ooh, but AoE, so Barrage is a very, very good card early on. It might even be worth just snapping this up straight away. But then you might, I mean, Unstable Concoction could really, really help us in this first run. Don't know. Your deck is considered to be 4 cards larger. So one thing this deck, this game does is actually rewards you for growing your deck. So that's nice. You get little perks. And Nadim's Purse, never worth buying. Items in Nadim's shop cost 1 less for each card in your hand. No. You can sometimes pick these up as treasures on the world map, and that's fine, but to pay for that, you're never going to make your money back. I don't think so anyway. Sapphire of Valor, gain 1 courage. Courage is effectively an extra energy, so you put that in a card, you use it, you gain that extra courage on your next turn, which is nice, and draw a card. Reap, gain 25 gold. You know what, I would love to put this in this early on, because there are some battles with 4 enemies that we could one-shot with a barrage, and that's like instantly 100 gold back, so it almost pays for itself. Really tempting to get this barrage first of all. But let's have a look in the Vault of Wisdom. Pay gold to add a card to your deck. Now already this is really good for defense. Combo means that if the last card I played was from the other characters, it will be one less. Tristan's Lyricist, just really, really slow, not very good. An ally, so it will stay on the field. Add a headbang to your hand at the start of your turn. Headbangs can be quite good because they can really boost up the power of Sirocco, but it's pretty slow. Kickflip is amazing, it's got 2 slots as well. Attack for 15 and retreat, so you can be played while Shara's at the front and it will move her to the back, but attack for 15 is an attack for 18. So we're going to go for that. Okay, let's get into the first battle. It's good to have my sword back. I deal more damage when I'm in front. When Jar is done attacking, I should block to move forward. I'll boost our defenses. So this little symbol, like a orange switch arrows, suggests that when you play this, they will change positions, so front and back. So very good to know. Now, what do we have? We've got an archer. Archer to dealing 10 damage, 21 life, and a defender just going to block everyone. Shield for everyone, 36. Can we kill the archer? Obviously we can. How best to kill the archer? Well, yeah. Just trying to think, can I actually kill that guy? But I am one short of killing that guy. Doesn't make sense to do that anyway, so 10, 7, 14. I kind of want Shara left up front, so whilst this is great, even after we do this, no, I'm talking out my rear. Best move, hit, we've got 3, so we're going to strike the defender, then we're going to kickflip the archer and strike and kill the archer. It was important to hit the defender while Shara was at the front. She got that extra 3 damage boost. Now we've got lunge, which is great. And we could hit for 10 and block, but we really may as well fully block because it's not really a threat to us. Strike. And that way we just didn't lose any damage. We've got a pile of gold and 3 precision ink. This is one of the best inks in the game. Reveal 1 space anywhere on the map. Now this stacks and you can just do one space wherever you like, so you're not stuck to like a straight line. So on PlayStation I can hold circle, move about and see exactly how many open spaces I'm going to reveal that I can traverse. The darker shadowed areas are obstacles, and it doesn't tell you this straight away. I think it waits for you to reveal that and then reveal a dark shaded space. Not straight away even, I don't think, but let's see. The goal is to get to these towers. These farrier towers will open up a big portion of the map, like a free out radius. 3 by 3? Yeah, no, it goes up 3 and all the way around a 3 radius for that. So that is our goal. But with the ink we have, we just can't efficiently get there. And this will get us to that fight on the right, which is nice. We can. I mean, I suppose we could. Yeah, I'm gonna do a brush here. Get ourselves some money. Now we can use the triple ink down to there. It's not particularly good use of the single inks, the precision ink, because obviously a normal free straight ink would go straight down there. Let's see what's in the vault first. Ooh, so this will save us money. This is an attack on everything. I love Warcry though. Warcry, both heroes gain 2 power until the end of the turn. Buckle up. Gain 10 block. Decrease the cost of a random card in your hand to 0 this turn. A very good defensive card, but early on, like I mentioned, attack on everything is very powerful. So we're going to go with Fire Breath. And now more than ever, we want that golden, I can't remember what it is, golden coin, which but it costs 125, which we don't have. I'm going to hold off getting that. So the decision is, do I go 2 down here? Yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I think the most efficient use of the positioning is to start there, take on this fight, maybe go down 1 and then use a brush to open up that other fight, hoping that we'll get a free ink to head over to there. To that very tower. So these guys, the Rebel Slingers, they have 2 turns where they are sleeping, apparently, with their eyes open. But then they come at us pretty darn hard. So we're going to open with our attack on everything and kickflip. Pretty confident that was max damage, and our good lunge I think we'll get next turn. Yep, will be perfect damage on that. We got a strike and a strike again. And hopefully 2 defense, so come on, we just need 2 attacks. Ah, I can't believe we couldn't get it. Oh, we couldn't get it. Okay, so we're going to go on the full defensive. Now we want to end with Sirocco up front because he will gain the 2 extra block. So nearly fully blocked. And gain that extra block because of his fortifying brew. Okay, so there we go. You dead.
What's next?
15 gold. Another precisioning. Like I said, that stacks, so that's good. However, was now we need to get to that tower, so I will use it here and then brush. Pretty bad brush, but yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close, tower. The tower, tower won't actually link us up with any fights. We're better off going to that fight and then going up there. It's annoying because I'm trying to be efficient with ink. You know what I'm going to do? It's a risky play to go for the golden sphere. Because there's so much better out there, but if we can get it up and running, then it will hella be worth it. Take on this fight. Socket gems into your cards to make them more powerful. You can do this at any time, whether you're in a battle or not. So that is why I didn't already, but essentially what you could do, yeah, I could just do that now. Wouldn't be worth doing it right now. Well, saying that, we're going to take a little bit of damage, but the goal is that we're going to try and get 2 for 1. I'll put that down to 15, that puts it within range of this, but we want to get that front one as well, the defender. Trouble is, he's going to block, and he's going to block for a while. But I can live with it. So let us defend. So 13 off that puts it at 19. Yeah, okay, we'll do this and lunge, and we're gonna guard. No, yeah, we do need to guard. Yeah, we'll get a guard. So we've been debuffed by the I haven't even shown this one. Cutthroat Bandit. We can't actually target this one. He's got stealth. Stealth means we have to defeat these other enemies, or the enemies in front of him first before that will be revealed. But he tripped us with his debuff, meaning that his cards, Soroka's cards, cost 1 more this turn. Okay, incoming a lot of damage. So that's not good. We are going to still want to end with the guard. So really it's just defend and guard this turn. So 10 damage, but the ultimate goal was to use this sphere in this card. Oh. And now we get 2 kills. 25 damage to that, and that's dead. And for me, that's worth it. That was worth it. Pile of gold and some noble ink. Reveal 4 places, 4 in a straight line. Not bad. So we might be heading over here next, but then I've got to make a decision on whether I think that the single ink is probably better to there because of the awkward path to that, but we'll have a little think just in a moment. Okay, so I thought about it, and we are not gonna use the ink to go for the sky towers. I know that I've said that it's very important to focus on sky towers, but I'm all about ink efficiency, and I'm going to use this noble ink 4 up to here. Oh, pick ourselves up a heart, but I don't know whether it's my OCD, but I like the hearts containers to go into first slot, so as I don't need it right now, I'm not going to get it. We're going to go for this fight. Yeah, let's see what we get. Ooh, it's the Volpine, the Zeva Volpine. So a bit of a funny one, this one. Wind Spirit. It means that every second hit it only does half damage, so with this being the first hit, we want to take a big swing, maybe with kickflip, followed by a weaker strike and then a block. I think seems optimal. I mean, I could do strike and then kickflip and then block, but then my kickflip's only 9, so it'd be 10, 19, whereas if I do the kickflip first, and that strike's going to be more. So yeah, we're going to go kickflip, strike, either strike will do, to be honest, doesn't matter, and guard. End it there. Lean in, yeah, lunge first for the strongest hit, and then do we defend or strike defend? I'm gonna go for strike defend. That way we set up for the stronger hit on the next turn. Plus I find that with these type of enemies it's just better to, the quicker you kill, otherwise you just find yourself really struggling. Okay, so we've got the kickflip again. Shame it's doing the block, but still worth. And probably, I mean, I do want to kind of save the fire breath. It's not going to do the most damage, so we're going to go, yeah, we're going to do this, hit and defend again. I don't mind Shara taking a little bit of damage, because this will still put her within like 1 heart container to pretty much full, because the heart containers gives 10 each. Plus it brings her to the front for the stronger first hit. So we're going to do that. Strike, and then it's just strike and guard. Again. Guard for the full block. Hoping for the kill next turn though, we'll have 10 block. So we've got to get through 24. What are we hoping for? We can fully block again because we've got the guard, so that's fine, and then we don't have to deal with a shield next turn. So yeah, it's just going to be this followed by this and a guard. So yeah, very good fight this one, and it is going to be over with, perfect, with the money card. That's what we wanted. Bonus 25 gold. gold there. There's the noble ink again. Not quite the ink we were going for, but we could now think about using our single inks to go 1, 2, fight, and then 1 for the sky tower. Or we could 1, 2 ink there and then noble up to that sky tower. But again, not quite super efficient. Let's see. It's pretty much the same thing. There's nothing extra the sky tower is going to reveal for us. Let's have a look at what we've got in the vaults. Ooh, yes please. Definitely up for damaging with the jewel.
Perfect.
So what do we have so far? Oh, you can change the leader of your party whenever you wish. The selected hero will start at the front during your next battle. So, yeah.
Cover my back.
Because Shara deals more damage from the front, I'm happy to have her starting each battle at the front. Now then, what did you have?
Use of this.
They got anything to drink?
So we really don't have much gold. I really do like Bloodstone. Lacerate's okay. It's not the best really for the bleed. We've already got our well, not that, you know, the more the merrier, attack on everything, but we did get this fire breath, so barrage not necessarily needed so much. See, unstable concoction is very nice. I was going to say unstable evolution. I think that's from a Pokemon card. Don't know. Might be Yu-Gi-Oh. Right. Okay, gonna leave it for now. 4 and 1. Actually, 1, 2. It's just tricky. It's just tricky to know what the best optimal play is. I'm gonna do this. Down here, get the tower. Some gold. You found a golden fairy. So these golden fairies, they lock your brushes. As you can see, I can't use my brush anymore. But beating them, each hit does gives you gold. So it's like a fairy pinata. And if you beat it, I think you get a bonus 50 gold. So we will definitely beat that. But we've got a narrative here. So narrative scroll. The heroes come across a statue of Forgotten Protector. It does not move, but its eyes seem to be fixed on whoever it approaches. So we've got two choices here. Pray for it to be your sword. Ally remains on the battlefield. Start each battle with Cobalt Guardian, and it's got ally aggressive, so be hitting for 5. Or pray for it to be your shield. It's still aggressive, so be hitting for 2, but you also gain block equal to that amount of spirit. I think for the earlier runs, to be honest, nearly all runs, because this has still got aggressive, I'd recommend going for the shield. Better to survive a turn and be able to hit with a lot more cards than just deal that extra free damage, you know. So there's another vault here. Let's have a look. Oh yes, yes, yes. Dragon Spirit. Gain 1 courage and 2 slots in it as well. Whenever you defeat an elite or boss battle, permanently increase the amount of courage gained by 1. I love Jewel. Would love to take Jewel, but we did just take 1. Dragon Spirit is awesome. Especially because we haven't yet beaten the elite. So obviously courage will build up our energy, and in these earlier runs energy is very scarce. Now we collected a certain amount of cards. As you collect more cards, you unlock more talents. Each hero has a unique set of talents. You may select 1 talent in each row, collect more cards to unlock more rows. So this is what I'm saying, that Roguebook is such a fantastic game for this. It whereas a lot of games it can be punishing to bulk your deck up. Roguebook gives you so many treats and rewards for bulking your deck up, so it kind of counters the having lots, you know, having a chunky deck giving you these bonuses. So we get to choose one of these, and I already know which one I'm going for. Courageous. Shara starts each battle with 3 courage. Yes, please. Stone Skin. Sirocco has 1 max life for each card in your deck. Now, at the moment, we've got 14, but probably are expecting this run to get up to 30. So 30 max life is pretty good. Just don't think I need it. Stoicism or Stoicism. At the start of each turn, gain 4 block. This effect ends once you shuffle your deck. So, not bad, but we're going to go for Courageous. Now, the reason I'm going for Courageous as well is because there are other talents that could potentially open up for Shara, where at the end of the turn, she'll gain block, like a free block per courage. So that's like 9 block right here. So this gives us energy. It could potentially future give us block. So definitely love Courageous. So just picked up 2 Courageous cards. Well, a Courageous talent and then the Dragon Spirit. So yeah, this run is turning into quite a good run. Now I was going to Precision Ink up to that tower, but now we can't. We have to fight the fairy. So we will fight the fairy. And this will give us a lot of gold as well, which is nice because we needed it. So starting with Jewel, there's our Fire Breath, so still want to end with that. But look, as each hit we do, we'll get gold for it as well. So, yep. No need to block, the fairy is not attacking. And if I click over it there, Golden Fairy, enemy intent, well, it's sleeping for 3 turns, and on the 4th turn, if you don't defeat it, it will run away. Copper Guardian, instantly to the field, so that's great. It's not a card that you have to play, it's just instantly there, and now will attack for 2 at the end. So yeah, we've got our Courageous Dragon there. 3 courage. And we haven't really got anything other than this strike to do, so everything else is defense. So again, hoping to time it. Don't think I want to draw the gold card, no. More courage, but you can just see that that courage is going to come in handy. Okay, we're using all of these cards. Well, I say all of them. Looks like we are going to get the good timing. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can just do this. Now it's running away this time, and there's our gold. There's our gold, right there. Perfect. Perfect. So we get the 50, but we also got a bonus 25 for killing it with the Gold Sphere card. So look at that, instantly boom, 284. Now I have memory like a sieve, so we're going to come over here. Cobalt Stepstool is really good in later runs where with our skill tree we open up, we can have like up to 6 talents. So as you can see, I can only get up to 4, unlocks at 26 cards. Now we are going to very likely get the full 26 cards in this run, so I'm not too sure how worth it this is. Maybe good for now, but don't think I necessarily need it. I'd rather get the Bloodstone, put it on Shara, and no longer need high 5 because we've got enough courage coming in. We ain't getting daggers. Unstable Concoction is nice. Oh, it's so tricky. Both of these are great. If I were to get this, I'd definitely want to put it on a Sirocco card, because although she can stack courage, it only gives 1 energy for the next turn. But if he's got 1 as well, we'll get 2. So this for me is the most important. And then I'm looking at either a Sapphire. Well, to be honest, I think I'm only looking at Sapphire or Concoction. What would I put Sapphire in? I mean, it's probably end up just going in a strike, because I'm aggressive, want to attack, wouldn't want to defend to get that extra energy. Okay. I think now, although, well, yeah, I think the best play. You see, if I'd use the 2 single energies to get down to this fight, then if I got a free energy, that would be more optimal. Because if I use the 3 single to get to that tower, then I still can't reach this. So the play is going to be this, this, and then fight, and hopefully we get a 3 or a 4 or something. Okay, so this very optimal if we can kill all 4 with this. Will be instant 100 gold, but it's going to be tricky to do so. 918. So incoming 16 damage. Can only block for 6. I think we have to really. It might have been wise to pick up the health and use it before this fight, but live life dangerously. Okay, so ooh. Don't want to get too greedy, I suppose. I think it makes sense to use the fire breath and kill the front 2. We'll have to attack that second one first, though. Oh, yeah. So we're going to do this. Okay, we're getting 3. Wait. 12. Off of that puts that down to 14, which is within range. Right? Yeah, within range. Yeah, I need to hit both, don't I? So I need to hit that, then fire breath. Okay, and we'd want him to take the damage, the 9 damage that will come in from the one that's currently shielded. So yeah, this will be the most optimal play. Now with the fire breath we're going to get 3 kills for a 75. That'll put us over 200 gold. Perfect. And yeah, it gets the bonus. That was the very optimal. And Cobalt Guardian, fantastic because it burst the protection bubble on the ghost. Now we're free to just whoop ass.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Very lucrative battle there. Trade 7 damage for a lot of gold. Okay, so we got ourselves a noble. And you know, just okay, it's 1 ink wastage, but I don't even like wasting that 1 ink. We've got this battle here, right? Only because I'm likely going to want to throw the noble down here and open up this area. So with that being said, we will go ahead and fight this battle first. Feeling quite confident, so not going to. Oh, so it's another battle where this could be quite handy. However, it's come early. Would rather have this on like turn 2 or 3, so we could have set up. We do need to think about. You know what? The trouble is, if we don't use it here, we have to wait until our deck reshuffles. But I think it'd be okay. So if I were to deliberately, so the choice is now, do I use this now? It's probably wise to use this now and not try and be too greedy with getting the money. But I could strike and defend, and then I'm only taking the 5, so it's only 5 damage for a potentially much bigger gain. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna hope that that everything aligns. I mean, I'm only taking 5 damage there. We can weather the storm a bit, I think. So we could defend, kip, flip. Well, we're going to play everything actually, aren't we? So we'll do that. So we defend. And 13. Or do we want to start hitting the back? Well, if I do this, that puts the front 2 within range. Although 7, 14. Yeah, maybe I just do chuck this at the back and then we just strike and yeah, I mean that way the front 2 guys are within range of our golden sphere fire breath. But we are tripped. Ah, yeah. It's annoying because now we've drawn Jewel, which can only hit the front, and we don't really want to kill the front guy. Ah. Okay, so the odds are we can hit our sphere next turn. The only thing is, we've got 20 incoming damage, and only, well, not the best. Plus, this guy is going to get strong next turn. Well, we've gone the greed. We've gone greedy, so we may as well commit to the bit now. We're committing to the bit. We are sacrificing damage or exchanging damage for potential riches, but riches that could really set us up for future runs. Gold coin? Oh my god. Well, we didn't get the gold coin, which is really, really bad. It means more damage to be taken. But I think we have to kill the back guy because we cannot take that much damage. We just can't. So 1224. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to kickflip, but we are going to take care of the back guy and defend for 2 damage. Okay, so we're gonna do this because we can't hit the back guy's stealthed cutthroat bandit in stealth, so fire breath, gold, gold, and
That was needed.
defeat. Well, yes, we took a bit of health damage there, but we did get gold. So we got ourselves another noble. Okay, enough's enough. Now, yeah, now we have to use our noble ink to go up to this sky tower. Big pile of gold, lovely. Now that we've opened both sky towers, we can open up the rune of sight.
Let's take a look.
We've got ink for days. So I'm going to do what I said and throw some ink down there to brush. We also got this area down here, which actually looks more appetizing right now. So I'm just going to use the one precision ink to get out of these obstacles, and then throw that down here into this big open expanse. Whether I go here, it just doesn't really matter. So now Shara is telling us, it seems that not everything we paint can be explored. These areas feel heavier. I think there are obstacles that will block our path, and they do. Doesn't tell you that straight away, so some people will find out the hard way. Right, unfortunately, we didn't really find anything. I was hoping to find a narrative. Let's see what's in this vault. Oh yeah. We got Blade Dance, attack for 0 whenever the hero swap, increase this card's damage by 3, not bad. Lacerate, attack for 4, inflict 4 bleed, not bad. But a power card for Shara, attack the enemy for 7 3 times. Well, when she's in front, it's going to be 10, plus if she gets any power modifiers, so 100%, 100% 1,000 cuts. Now we can get our heart container. We're going to get this noble, and we're going to shoot the noble down here. Brush. Oh, we opened up a rune of sight and a vault of wisdom. More gold. Okay, we've got quite a lot of gold now. Ooh, yep. Okay, so Mountain Fist, gain 8 block, then attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. It's not a bad card, but we're getting stronger and stronger. So much so that I'm feeling more aggressive, and although this is an aggressive card, it costing 2. It's just nowhere near as good as the card we just picked up for Shara. They cost 2. So I actually like Horsemaster because it is an ally, because it is aggressive, but also it has a fantastic ability where activate swap your heroes. So I can really very much dictate who I want to take the damage, or if Shara's in the back and I wanted to get her damage boost, I can move it to the front with that. Okay, so we're about to fight the elite battle. We've got one more brush. So have another look in the shop. And I'm not even sure we need the unstable concoction, because we are seemingly every turn, thanks to the dragon and her starting 3 courage, got 4 energy to play with. The bonus of getting the unstable concoction is to get rid of the normal strikes and the defends, so that means we will just constantly draw into our bigger cards. So it still does play a role of importance, but in terms of getting it for the energy gain, not so much required. So still, if I did get all 3 of these, 150 plus 250, it's 400. We can afford it, but I don't think that it's necessarily the best thing to do. I'm looking at this barrage, you know. Attack all enemies for 15. If you played a card that costs 2 or more last turn, this card costs 1. Well, we've got the fire breath, but it's more of a finisher. We've now only got the 1,000 cuts, so only really going to benefit from that with the 1,000 cuts. But still, even if it does cost us 2, it still attack all enemies for 15. Draw a card. See, this costing 0 is fantastic for popping in gems. I don't think I need this anymore. I am going to get the Scholar Shard, and we're going to pop that in to our Dragon Spirit.
Suitable.
It is very much suitable. We're going to leave now and take on the elite. Before we take on the elite, well, I'll tell you that, very surprisingly, we've only got one heart container. Don't think I'm going to pop it yet. I think we're going to take on this battle. Ooh, it is the Feral Kodama. This enemy intends to attack and use a major debuff. That major debuff is going to be to permanently make one of our characters vulnerable. So we are going to want that to happen on Sirocco, I think. Really not the best cards to start with. I think we need to defend, lunge, kickflip to leave Sirocco in the front. So we'll do that. It has to be in this order as well. 10 damage, but as you can see, yeah, permanently vulnerable. Take 33% more damage from attacks. Let's start off with our Dragon Spirit, giving us courage and drawing. So we can lay down our horse. Horse, strike, defend, I suppose. and because he's taking more damage, that's why it's showing 16. But with Shara at the front, should be less. Yeah, so now only taking for 12. Allies putting the work there. We can take the 4. Attacking for 10, shielding for 10. Got some power cards coming in now. Very, very nice. Don't want to get. No need to get too greedy, really. Take 1 damage. Okay, 24 to get through. No coin. Very, very bad. However, 5, 7. We could attack 7, 14. Yeah, I think the play is probably to end with Shara in front. She attacks for 10. There's 7 there. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this, hoping that really she won't take too much damage. Shield, guard, defend. Yeah, she's not going to take any damage. Attack there. Guardians are going to do their work, and hopefully we draw the coin. Oh my god. Well, yeah, with not a single block. Oh, there's potential. 5 cards. We get our Scholar Shard. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh no! I saw it was a Sirocco card and I was hopeful. The wrong one. Okay, so now we just yeah, there's nothing else for it. We're not going to take a big hit for the sake of 25 gold. We're doing all right. Oh, we got ourselves a raw ruby. Hero attacks from this card deal +3 damage. Some gold, stack of pages, and a brush. Now we've only opened up, I think, 1 narrative. Was it on this world? As much as I want to go into that area, without an ink to pull us into that area first, it does seem like a waste. 10 is still good, but an ink would give us like 13, 14, a lot better. So I'm thinking to carry these brushes over. We have gone off a little bit there. Shame about the big patch of obstacles to the left. Alright, I'm going to use a brush here. Okay. Nothing too exciting. We gained a page. Now the question is, do we use our heal? I think going into the boss is probably wise. So let's do it. Beware, you are about to face the chapter's boss. It's very tough, so be sure to explore everything you can beforehand. Are you ready? Yes? I think we are. Sirocco. Is that who I think it is? I was about to ask you the same. Seems like this book has driven him completely mad. So the characters seem to know this guy. And who is this guy? The Cloaked Hunter. Enemy intends to attack for 5 twice. And is that a debuff? Right, well, we've only got 3 energy, unfortunately. Now we could equip our raw ruby into either 1,000 cuts or a jewel. And I think I will do that. I'm tempted to put it in jewel just because there's potentially a better gems that we could put in 1,000 cuts that we might want to do. Even though 1,000 cuts does do that extra hit. You know what? Being the first run, it's hard to get that many gems. So let's just make the most of this. triple hit. I want to get the Horsemaster out, but this much damage early on, maybe reckless. We're gonna go for it. We've got that 2 block from the Cobalt Guardian. Okay, he's not attacking. So the things with Cypher, well, I've ruined it. Cypher is the name of this character. He's going to become a playable character for us after this battle, so long as we win. When he gets down to half health, or just below half health, he's going to be enraged. So if you can, try and end a turn with him maybe like 111 health. I don't know whether 110 triggers it. It might do. I don't know for sure. Okay, so what we do? We can do this. I'm going to waste 1 energy. Well, I mean, 15 is quite optimal, really, isn't it? I suppose. We'll go for the sphere kill. That's not too bad. That's like 11 off of optimal, I'd say. Yeah, we could test the theory by just hitting it once and blocking. That way we would see. We would hit it for 10, Cobalt would make it down to 110. Then if it did trigger, that would be really bad. Yeah, it's not worth doing. We've got 4 hits here. Do we want to go for the 4 hits? 1, 2... Oh, I kind of want to test the theory. So what I mean by that is, yeah, just to see whether 110 will trigger it or whether it has to be below. I think it's 50% or less, so if it was 50% or less of his health, 110 would trigger it. So you know what? No, we're just going to go for max damage. Well, I say max damage. Yeah, it's going to debuff. So we're going to get debuff, so our next turn is already going to be quite difficult. Alright, blocking, although sometimes I can definitely see myself just hitting there. 16 times 3. But Shara is vulnerable, so we're probably talking at 11 or 12 times 3 against Sirocco. And we do have ways to get him to the front, which is nice. Start with a draw card. Okay, so we definitely want to end with Sirocco up front. Hopefully his 2 defending cards, 12, 24, 36, yeah, so that's already 37, so we're safe. In fact, so much so, I mean, I should have used the guard, but with 37, we're going to go aggressive. I'm a bit worried about it now, to be honest. I'm a bit worried that we might need to just forego. Yeah, I'm going to use this. I want to get max damage in. Ooh. Probably would have been alright not attacking. Intends to use the debuff. Oh, look at all this. This is a kill now. So, let's do it. And strike. Just like that. So, probably wouldn't have got the coin in any way. Where am I?
That was needed. Rest well.
Dead. Victory. Nice. Okay, so for beating the chapter boss, we get all of these. We got a big stack of gold, stack of pages, get a brush. We got this token of heroism. So it gives us a choice whether we want to take these 3 cards, could be any 3 cards, or this gem. More often than not, you're going to take the gem, because whilst there might be a good card The other two are going to be maybe meh, not so good. With this being the first run, energy being a bit scarce, although I have got very good energy, the molten spice just too expensive for these earlier runs perhaps. Gem of Breaking, this card hits, removes all enemy block before damage. Is very, very nice. A very good tool to have if you've got a big block to get through. I do like Windstorm Charger though. It's an ally whenever this hero swaps, deal damage to enemies equal to this ally spirit, but it's just unless you can get that spirit up, it's just a little quite small amount of damage. We're going to take the gem. Got this treasure. Ooh. So yeah, if you on defeating the chapter boss, you get to choose a choice of treasure. Now we've got quite a good selection here. Didgeridoo, draw one extra card at the start of your turn. That's handy. Urn of Gabria. At the start of each battle, gain 3 energy. So very, very good opening turn. At the moment, we start the battle with 3 courage, but we don't get that bonus energy to begin with. We only get it on the second turn. So we're still only starting with 3 energy. So this will give us a very nice boost. But we've also got the Farrier Fruit. Energy is stored between turns. That could be very good as well. But I feel like we are going to be spending all of our energies. It's a toss-up between these two for me. Whilst this is only one turn only, the first turn is often so important. Farrier Flute is nice though, but the only thing is because we haven't opened up. As you progress through runs, you open up Farrier Wells to give yourself stacked energy, so you start with more energy. This would be great. I think we're going to take the Gabria. We've got another treasure here, Cypher's Cloak, legendary. Whenever this hero is or at below 50%, they gain 3 power. So that tells me that yes, had I got him down to 110% health, it would have triggered his cloak because it would have been at 50%. So, but we'll take that. We'll put it on Shara. Although Sirocco is our tank, Shara is our powerhouse. So if ever she gets below 50, all the damage increase we want for her.
Nice fight.
Cypher shakes his head. How long have I been here? We don't know. But we're here to help. It seems like we are all stuck in this place. Come with us. We could use our strength. Very well. But consider this a temporary alliance. And then Cypher Blood Tyrant will now be available at base camp. Vial of Rejuvenation. Fully heal the heroes and clear all wounds. So wounds would have been like curses, I suppose, or their cards that get added to your deck. Can't do anything if one of your characters dies. So, second chapter, the Overworld. We've arrived among the floating islands of the Oversky. Watch your step. Ancient primal magic keeps these islands above the clouds. They're all chained together so as not to float away from one another. The creatures here are normally docile, but have become agitated by the Roguebook. Find your way carefully. Okay, so here we are on chapter 2. Another big map to explore. Can't actually walk on this solid blue. This is the Oversky. So nothing a little freeway ink can get, that'll be able to get us there. So got a vault here, but first things first, always check the shop. Ooh, ally, yes. Ooh, another ally. Ally aggressive charge, so this will throw her to the front if she's at the back. Gains power, or add Shara's power to this ally spirit, so while she's in front, this will do more damage. Very nice. Lava Surge Axolotl, ally aggressive. Whenever this hero, whenever this gains spirit, gain 5 times as much. Sounds good, because if you get a gem that adds 1, it'll add 5, so make that a 10. But this card is much better used if you combo Sirocco with Cypher. Cypher's got a card called Whipcrack, which will add like 4. I think it adds like 4 to the ally, so that'll bump that 4 times 5. That adds 20, so that'll massively grow that Lava Surge. Flatten, showing the bare cheeks of Sirocco. Give a hero 6 power. Very good, expensive, but very good to have, especially on Shara. Both heroes gain power equal to this ally's spirit. Again, especially with Shara doing multi-hits, we've got the 1,000 cuts and jewels, so a very good card to have. I'm liking the look of this Master Swordsman, Battle Brother, Gauntlet. This hero gains 1 power. Again, it's good, but you know, we're getting our power through other ways. Don't know whether I'd like to spend 150 gold on just that 1 power. Got another sphere there. Don't need it. Not going to grab it. And Gemma Breaking Wall, we've got one of them as well anyway. Hunting Cloak. If this hero did not attack last turn, they gain 2 power this turn. So likely always going to be attacking with Shara, but again, not too great. And Iridium Sensor. Whenever you dissolve a card, gain 1 block. So the cards you would be dissolving with Shara are daggers, and we haven't got any of them or cards that produce them. The cards that we'd be dissolving with Sirocco are headbangs, and we'd have no way of producing them either, so not very useful right now. So really only these 2 allies, and often I would wait. Well, look, we've seen what's in the shop. We can go to our first vault. Ooh. Slam. Attack for 24. This costs 1 less for each card played this turn, so likely we're playing this for 1 or 0 perhaps. Attack for 24, so that sounds really good. 0 for 1. Blade Barrier. Charge. Attack for 4, gain block equal to the damage dealt. So really it's attack for 7 with her up front. So you're going to attack for 7, you're going to gain that 7 block, and that is nice. It has got the 2 slots. It's tricky. The Smoke Bomb gain 9 block retreat. Good, but again, thinking more of the aggressive style, I'm looking at Slam or Blade Barrier. Ah dear. Okay, I think we're gonna take the Slam. Not a card I always take, but again on these first runs you're limited to which cards you get. As you play more runs, you open up and level up the characters, you'll open up more cards. And you know what, I'm not going to waste any time. We are going to go straight ahead and buy. Oh, we've opened up a new talent. Momentum. Whenever you swap, Shara gains 1 power this turn. Ooh. At the start of your turn, if Sirocco is leading, draw a card. Daredevil. And Rending Blow. The first hit of the battle inflicts bleed equal to 1/3 of the damage dealt. Now, I like momentum because I like to rack up Shara's power. However, bleed and bleeding enemies to death is definitely another win condition. And there are definitely things that can give a good first hit. So we're going to take the Rending Blow for that additional win condition, being the bleeding to death. We're going to also take this Master Swordsman. I mean, that talent, the momentum where you, every time you swap, you gain a power, works nicely with Blade Dance, or works together, but they can't help each other. Like, Blade Dance can't make card swap. So, no. Let's get this Master Swordsman ally. Now we've got quite a few allies stacking up. Still got quite a bit of gold. Not something I usually buy as well. I mean, it is a good, powerful hit, but now when we think about our rending blow, the first hit of battle inflicts bleed equal to 1/3. That's going to be like 8 bleed. So flatten becomes a little bit more like maybe yes. At the moment, our first hit card we want to draw, I suppose, is going to be the kickflip. Will be our most powerful card. But anyway, let's hold off buying the flatten just yet. We've only just arrived at this chapter, so... And there is the kickflip. The only problem with using kickflip first... Ah, and there's our solution right there. I was going to say, the only problem with using kickflip first is it will throw Shara to the back, and then we've got no way to get back up to the front to make the most of fouls and cuts. 39, that leaves it with 21. Yeah, the truth is it would be a waste to... yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is the most optimal thing I can see. Oh. Yeah, that is a shame. Shame we're not doing 20 damage there. Okay, so we're going to 1,000 cuts. Does it matter? Whichever one I hit is going to die, so I probably should. Because what we look at, we're gonna play everything pretty much. Well, we're not going to play this defend card because we are definitely going to hit and get some gold. So in that respect, I probably should hit this middle one. Yeah, because the front one's going to die to our... Okay, yep. So hitting the middle one and playing the Horsemaster and then the Fire Breath makes it so yes, we kill the middle one and then the allies will take out the front one. Perfect. Didn't pause to show you what their characters were called. Rakoan's Shieldmate and a Rakoan Softpaw. That's all that's left. There goes the Shieldmate. Got our ally. But now we're just playing with our food. We already had game with the allies.
Thank you.
Nice. Got ourselves an explosive pigment. It's not too bad getting an explosive pigment at first because it's quite optimal just to throw it down in the middle run. So most value is there, and actually that's very good because it gets us close to that fight within 3 of either tower, so any ink should do it. Oh no.
Get back here!
Figaro the Thief. Figaro has stolen one of your treasures. Go get him. So Figaro is the DLC downloadable character that you can pay for, and I have to tell you, 100% worth it. The cards and fun he brings to the game is amazing. Quite difficult to see, but yeah, he basically stole our treasure. Now we need to spend ink to go get that treasure, and it was a good treasure. It was our Cobalt Guardian, so we definitely are going to want to get that back. Let's take a look at this vault. Oh, can do another Swordsman. Buckle up, gain 10, decrease the cost of a random card in your hand by 2 this turn. Windstorm Colossus. Whenever the hero's play a card, decrease the cost of this by 1. So 12 attack, but starting with cost 12 energy. However, as it said there, each card played will decrease this. So really, maybe second turn, this is going to be affordable. So yeah, by the time you play this, it's really not too bad in cost. However, both heroes gain power equal to this. See, I already have one now. It's a toss-up between the two allies for me. I think I'm going to go for the Windstorm Colossus. The thing is, this is 12 per turn, whereas this is potentially a lot more, more than 12. Potentially. Now, we'll take the Windstorm Colossus. Okay, we have no inks, but there is a battle there that we've got and a battle there that we've got. So hopefully we're going to get some precision ink or free ink. Okay, Fugu. So, enemy intends to shield and attack for 2. Okay. So bonds of friendship seeks revenge if their friend is killed, and they certainly do. So the idea behind this battle is to try and kill them at the same time. Not easy to be done. My recommendation also is that you focus on the one that is going to shield. So the focus for this first turn would be hitting this front card. So it's really shame that we didn't draw a jewel, because we're bound to draw a jewel next turn. Well, might not. So let's see. Unfortunately, we got a lot of defends in our first turn. Not great. And we did draw into that fire breath again. Not great. Because really we're going to want to have this wrapped up by turn 3. Because first turn he's going to block, then the back's going to block, and then they're both going to attack big. It's one of those situations again where it's probably smart just to use the fire breath now. Rather than try and be greedy. Dear. Yeah. So now our focus is going to be on the back guy. However, he is doing 10 times 2 for 20 and debuffing. So certainly an argument to be had to just whoop his ass, which we can do with both Shara cards, and actually it's probably optimal to do so. Now we could consider using our gem here, gem of breaking, and I think that's going to be perfect actually. So, well, let's have a look at what would we want to put it in. Jewel, or just any regular strikes, but I think I'm happy with kickflip. So yeah, am I happy with kickflip? And if we do put it in kickflip, it means we only have to spend this one card, breaks that shield and it instantly does that damage. Now we are happy to do so because the back card was the back Fugu is not attacking, but next turn he's gonna be mad. Oof, 20 times 2 and 29 health with 12 shield. Yikes. But we drew 1,000 cuts, baby. So let's just chuck this down for power, and 1,000 cuts our way to victory.
That was needed.
And you saw the Windstorm ally was actually down to 1. Had I played another card, it would have been 3 to play. So that's a 12 attacking ally. Lively. Ah, we got an explosive pigment. So thanks, but at this stage, I'm going to take on that other battle because we want the inks. Could use the explosive pigment up here, but not too optimal. We want the inks, please. Now that we have got the explosive pigment, we won't get another brush effect, so we should definitely get an ink. Ah, we drew fire breath again. So these, Necomata. Cautious, whenever this takes damage, lose 2 power. So it's hit 7 times 3, but each time it hits, it will lose 2 power. So we'll hit for 5 times 3, then 3 times 3. And that's why our allies are good as well. So are we going to block? Because we're going to block, we don't really have to focus. We're going to be able to fully block this. Our ally is going to do some damage. Just thinking, do I want to place that after? Just need to do some quick maths here. Guard, going to move Soroka to the front. 8, potential 10 if we leave Soroka at the front. And the ally definitely doing damage, 5, 10, 15. So we do need to hit it maybe twice. I'm going to save the fire breath. Yeah, I'm going to save the fire breath. I'm going to go strike. Ah, bleed will help as well. Okay, in fact that makes it... Yeah, okay. Guard. That makes it where I'm happy to have Shara leading now. So she shouldn't take any damage because I'm going to hit it 2 more times. 1 for the bleed and 1 for the Battle Brother. So that's going to go down to 1 times 3. I mean, I really should play it, but the greed of the Golden Sphere, the potential 50 extra gold, is kicking in. Dragon Spirit, maybe it's the confidence of having played thousands and thousands of runs. Right, so we really want to start hitting the back. However, we have just overloaded on defences, so 6, 12, 18. Okay, we've got a full block here. Well, full block if I end with... What are we likely to draw next turn? Yeah, okay, no real cards to get Shara to the front except for Horsemaster. So I would rather take the 1 damage. Ensuring that Shara is at the front for the next hits. We did draw out a Horsemaster anyway. Okay, so where are we now? This gives us attack bonus. Bonus power. Get a little bit dangerous now. Then we have to make a decision. I want to end with kickflips so that Sirocco takes the damage, I think. Yeah, okay. Decided I'm not going to play the Master Swordsman because yes, that gives me bonus attack, but hitting these means that we take less damage as well. So, yeah, get ready for a big hit. Oof, that was a big hit. Okay, now it's almost like we want to set up for the coin, right? So we want to set up both of these for the coin. Now we got our allies dealing 9 damage for 2 hits. Bleed's going to kick in for a 3rd hit. So how much does it lose? Loses 2. 2, 4, 6. So it's already just doing 13 damage. The back's not doing anything. 13 damage. We got no block. Oh, we got 1 block. And I'm happy to... yeah. That's fine. We are doing 9, 10, 11 damage, so it's got 10. So if I played this, this would kill the front one, not what we want to do. Yeah, not what we want to do. So we will weaken. We just can't play 1,000 cuts. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to shield and end it there. Yes, we take 7. Ugh. Didn't get the coin. Front character's going to die. Okay, well, I think we just decide that if we don't get the coin from there, we just kill. It's no longer worth it. And again, we unfortunately did not draw the coin. Just looking at this, can we actually? Yeah. We're fine. We are fine.
Thank you.
Bloodstone coming in handy. We've got ourselves some precision ink. Nice. 2 precision ink takes us down, gets this sky tower, gets us access to that fight. 3 precision ink gets us access to that sky tower, but then we are out of inks. Or we can just... And thinking about it, given that I've got the explosive pigment, 1, 2, 3, again, not perhaps the best use, but yeah, I think it is actually going to be the best use right now. Unfortunately, we do lose a lot to the void, which is the blue there, but hey, we open up a narrative. Oh, and it is one of the best narratives in the game. A strange creature catches the eye of Shara as it gallops through the woods. The heroes follow it until it stops at a pool of perfectly still water, submerging itself without a ripple. Shara looks into the water to see 2 shimmering reflections of the beast just under the surface. Follow the phantasm, copy a card in your deck, or turn back. Why would you turn back? Now let's have a quick look. Copying a card in our deck. Dragon Spirit is nice, but we ain't gonna need all that courage. If we had certain talents, then we might. I think we're gonna go for the 1,000 cuts, right? We've made a really strong 1,000 cuts and we want to use them. Sometimes copying allies can be really helpful as well. Master Swordsman. Could copy the slam. But 1,000 cuts for me is just too much of a powerhouse card. So, copy a card in your deck. We're going to copy the 1,000 cuts. The other choice for me would have been Dragon Spirit, but yeah. The adventurers stare deep into their own reflections, then willingly submerge themselves into the water. They wake sometime later, their minds filled with dreamlike memories of a strange and wondrous place. Quality. Quality. Okay, lovely. We've got access to 2 battles now. Civ memory, can't remember what's in the shop. I honestly think we're done with the shop for this stage. There's really lackluster selection here now. So let's just battlage. Okay. We've got the Nacon Cannoneer. Enemy intends to use a buff. Now that buff is going to make it strong. It's going to do like a 40 hit damage next turn. So very scary. Potentially very dangerous. We've drawn a lot of powerful cards in our first turn. So thank you, Gabriel. You're going to allow us to play them. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. We're going to play them all. This is great. So we want to start off by raising the power of our cards. We want to end with Shara up front, so Battle Brother will play last. So let's do... Oh, we have got, although saying that, we've got... Yeah, we have to hit our strongest card first for the Rendering Blow Bleed, so that's going to be Kickflip. Battle Brother to move Shara to the front. And Horsemaster. That was about as optimal a turn you could get. Mass damage. What was that? Like 85 damage. But now we need the same again. It's attacking for 30, or we need a lot of block, and we have got terrible luck here. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to afford to play this. We've not got... difficult. So we're just going to do all we can do, and the reality is all we can do is strike, defend, strike, strike. And we are going to use our Horsemaster to swap and bring Soroku to the front. Getting an extra bonus to shield, but taking a whack. And we've got the coin, so we will at least get some recuperation money back.
That was needed.
For all that damage.
Next.
Yeah, you know what, thinking about it, maybe Shara should have taken the damage, because Shara at the moment is the only one that's got a way of healing through the Bloodstone. Okay, we did pick a star pigment up, which means that essentially I can put this wherever I like. And it's not really come at an optimal time. So we will take on this battle first, because really we want to get to this Sky Tower or this Sky Tower now, and then branch off of that patch somewhere with the star pigment. Striker's life not looking too healthy, so we're going to have to focus on maybe leaving Shara up front. Going to take on the next battle. Not going to use a heart because Shara's not taking any damage, and it would kind of be a waste. Although maybe that could be a silly mistake. But again, I think it's the confidence of having played so many runs that leads me just to crack on. Throw down the Horsemaster. Throw down the Strike. Strike again. And no nonsense, we are just going to go ahead and use the Fire Breath, given that it's arrived first turn. Shield up. So we are double status effect, not very good. We are tripped, meaning her cards cost more, and we are on fire. Only way to do that is so at the end of each turn, your hero in this position takes 8 damage. Whenever you swap, reduce the fire stacks by 2. So essentially, we will fan out the flames by swapping. So let's see. How can we do this in an optimal way? I think because we're tripped, we're going to struggle to be able to play the slam. But I also feel like we need to play. We miss our Cobalt Guardian. We definitely miss our Cobalt Guardian. Let's see. Front guy we are able to kill. Can we get the back guy? So we 10 there. 15 with the ally, 3 for the bleed, so that's 2 short. So we could 1, 2 and then kick flip the back, but then we've not guarded. Yeah. Incoming major ouch, I think. So we're going to do this. Difficult, because we need to get that fire down. 10, 20, 30 incoming. We are going to potentially lose. Well, no, we'll have to put Shara up there, won't we? Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to guard. Yeah, I think this is all we have. And then it's close actually. Oh, hang on. 4. We're going to have 4 fire damage plus 30, 34, and we are blocking for how much? 34. Oh, that sucks. So we are losing a character, no matter what. Oh no, we're not taking 30. We're taking 20. Front guy's going to die. Okay, scratch that. We're no longer losing the character. 21, 27, no more block. Okay, so most optimal play then is to swap and attack here. Ending it there. 4 fire damage. Damage from them, damage from them. Fire damage up to 12. But we're not going to see any more of that because we've got our 1,000 cuts. And our jewel.
Thank you.
Healed a bit from the bloodstone, but now we are definitely looking to use the healing heart containers. And we got a freeway ink. So again, it would ultimately get us over there. Trouble is, this one, doing this sky tower gets us to that fight, which could then get us over there. So it's better to do that rather than hope to open up and get a random ink found there, because otherwise we're going to end up having to or just using a brush here. Yep. Ink up to here. Sadly didn't really reveal much. Don't want to forget that the Cobalt Guardian is there, hidden away behind the shopkeep. Right, Vault. Yeah. Nothing jumping out. Gain 8 block, then attack leading enemy for damage equal to your block. Quick strike for 8, I suppose it would be. Bonus for getting 1 extra card is it does open up a new talent, which, you know, might be necessary right now, but I just don't see anything great here, so I'm gonna skip. Now before going into this battle, we will pop 1
Let's patch up.
heart. Getting very few hearts in this early run, so definitely have to be careful, but I like a challenge, and I do like to have or beat every fight I can. Right. So. Well, already the only play seemingly is going to be to injure the first guy. Fire breath. Oh, we don't even get that gold thinking about it, because that was a summoned creature and you only get the gold on non-summoned, so the front guy was summoned. Recurrent soft bar stealth. So yes, the front guy was destroyed, but because that back guy exists, the frog tosser. Look at him. He looks like he's giant, holding a giant pea. That is a frog. He's going to throw frogs at us, and they're going to damage us over time, like Burn from the last battle. Unfortunately, drawing this Windstorm Colossus in the first turn is anything but optimal, even with our Gabria. So, we just have to shield. Okay, start off Dragon Spirit, drawing a card. Okay. Probably looking at Jewel. That'll take care of the front guy, stealth, because it attacks the leading enemy, so regardless of stealth or not. So Jewel, 1000 brother, or kickflip probably. Yeah, this is quite worrying. We've got no block. But we made our bed. I don't think we can afford to put Soroka in front. I think he's going to die to the frog damage plus the 8 incoming for 18. So he's only got 17. Although he won't die, will he? Because he will gain 2 block for himself to put him up to 17 with 2 blocks, so 19. So he won't die. And given that Shara has ways of healing, maybe we let Shara take this damage. It's a lot for Shara to take though. Well, it's a lot for both of them to take, to be fair. Okay, right. Well, we're just going to do what we can. The choice really is just, do I kickflip or do I battle brother here? Damage difference isn't actually that much. This will give us 10 attack. Oh, sorry, 7. Well, I suppose it is much. 11. Oh dear. Right. Hopefully got another incoming 1000 cuts. I think we need to play this and hopefully get the lunge and the 1000 cuts. So if I calculated correctly, should be alright. Yes. There's 1000 cuts. Unfortunately, well, I suppose we would have to defend. 10, 20, 30 versus... heroes. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna play that. Gonna play this. And we are gonna cry because we are gonna be just short. We already used coin? We did, enemy, okay. Okay, well, not the best battle, but we live. 3 precision ink. So, yeah, I think without hesitation, we're going to precision ink over to here because we need some hearts. We need some life. There's one. So what's in the vault? Okay, so this is what a dagger looks like. Ally Spiritless. At the start of your turn, add a dagger to your hand. Attack for 2, but it's going to be attack for 5 when she's in front. Dissolve the Molten Spice. Draw 2 cards, gain 4 power, gain 8 block. See if I can get this turn 1. Can be quite handy because of the urn. Draw 2 cards. Can't remember what was in the shop, annoyingly. There might have been a gem that reduces the cost. I don't think there was actually in this shop. Yeah, unfortunately I think this is a skip, because although the outlaw is nice to generate daggers, it's just slow. There are some talents that double the amount of daggers you get each time you get daggers. So if I had that, I'd be more inclined to pick this, but I don't. I don't have that. So yeah, this one is another skip. The Sentinel Strike is just bad. Attack for 10. If this kills an enemy, gain 8 block. Sure, great, but more for chapter 1 early battles if you started with this card. But other than that, no. The later you get, it's hard to get that final 10 damage be the killing one. So no, we skip that. Okay, we've opened both Sky Towers, so we're free to open the rune.
What's over there?
That kind of helps us in deciding where to throw the ink. However, we cannot make it. We are 1 away. So we could put it there and then just brush to reach. Hopefully, and I'm thinking I will probably do that. But that gives us some direction, right? So yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to, the most optimal, I think I saw it was like here, for 15. Oh, press the wrong button. Yeah, another heart, that's good. And then here, gold. At this stage, because we're extremely low on health, I will definitely choose a card. And it's going to be Jab. Combo attack for what would be 6, gain block and courage. So it's kind of an all-in-one. Windstorm Charger is nice as well. Blade Dance can get up there. But I like the defense. Maybe Blade Dance is the card to get for damage. No, we'll stick with Jab. Gets that additional block. Warmed Up. Every 3 times your character swaps, gain 1 energy. Nice. Ogre Tempo. Every 3 times your hero swaps, add a Headbang to your hand. So this is Headbang. It has combo. Soraka gains 3 power for the next attack and then dissolves. So it, because it has combo, after playing a Shara card it becomes free, so that is quite good as well. Expert Lure, at the end of each battle gain 1 gold for every 2 cards in your deck. It's just not, for me, not a good pick. You need to pick what's going to help you in battle. That's just, you know, cherry on top style, but in battle, yeah, I think we'll go Warmed Up, gaining that energy. And now we will check the narrative out. Just thinking about our poor Cobalt Guardian there, because yeah, maybe maybe I should have used the ink over there. We'll see what we get from narrative. Ooh, scratch that. Wait a minute. Oh god, I've never been in this position where I've been so weak. Think we're gonna have to use our health.
Refreshing.
Ah, we don't get a choice. I was thinking that would then open up Soroko to give us a choice, but it does not. Use the
Let's
help
patch
again.
up.
So, an exquisite looking rug, I should have read this first, lying on the side suddenly begin moving. It bends itself to the undulating waves and curls, then stretches like a cat. Shara and Soroko each look at each other and nod, deciding to approach closely. The carpet presents itself next to their feet invitingly. So, if you've ever watched Aladdin, this is Aladdin's rug. Shara carefully grabs hold of the rug. Suddenly it bolts up in the air, Shara hanging on for dear life. The ground is very far away. Hold on. The carpet bucks back and forth. Oh god, we really needed it. So essentially what's happening here is we've got a 50% chance to gain the magic carpet. And we are not. We are losing. We can keep holding. All aboard the magic carpet. That's what we wanted to see. Running out of energy, the carpet slowly drifts to the ground. You can get it first time. We didn't. And at a time where health is very scarce, we really could have used that first time. All aboard the magic carpet. So you can fly ignoring obstacles on the map. So bonus of getting this is the fact that now... Oh no, we can't. Well, now a brush here will get us to our Cobalt Guardian, and I am absolutely going to do that. Ooh, and we got an ink there, but we can get our Figura the Thief. I was just holding it for you on this for you. Here you go. The stranger disappears. It seems he has left something behind, so we get our Cobalt Guardian back, and we also got Himself Quill. Whenever you consume an ink, reveal one extra adjacent space at random. Yes, please. And we open up a ink here. So what ink? That is a Imperial ink. It's 4 in each direction. Right. Dangerously low on health. We have got one potion. We've got an elite battle and then boss to do. We have 520 gold. It's now perhaps time where we don't be so conservative with the gold. However, there's still not a lot that's going to help us. Perhaps the flatten, perhaps the gauntlet, perhaps the focus prism to draw into the card we need. Trouble is I want to save the gold. I'm going to save the gold because the third and final chapter. So yeah, the magic carpet, we can go over obstacles here, not having to worry about them as well, which is nice. But we'll save the gold for the third and final, and I could actually bypass the elite, can fly straight over the elite. But the elites can potentially give you some decent gems. So they are potentially very nice. I'm also thinking it does feel a bit of a waste to use this ink, but I don't want to die and then regret not having tried. Okay, lovely. We've got ourselves a heart. That could be much needed. An extra volt. Ooh, and 3 good choices here. So Clash is really good. I really like Clash because you do damage and you gain block. So it has two purposes. Kickflip we know already. And Climax, charge attack for 20 in the turn. It can be good, but the fact that you use charge and it ends the turn means that you do leave Shara, who can be vulnerable, up front. So for me, I am leaning towards Clash, and I will take Clash.
I'll take that.
I will take that indeed, and I'll also take that heart. And you know what? As we brought ourselves up to 500, Save it. Maybe the gauntlet. No, I'm going to grab the focus prism. Looks pretty bad, but I just, yeah, a little bit risky. We're going to pop one ink,
Nice.
not ink, heart there, and we are going to take, now this could be reckless, this could absolutely end the run. Okay, we've got the Rakoan Shield Mate ×2 and the War Machine at the back there. Drop our Horsemaster. Looks like we are going to play Slam this turn. And in fact, it's probably going to be our first card we play because we want to do... yeah, okay. No, oh, don't do that then. Because we want to do... what am I saying? We want to do the bleed damage. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to say that anyway. So if I was to do it now, we'd have one energy left, which we'd strike and then move to the back, killing that front. Or is that being reckless? Should we do the defend? Yeah, decisions. This is what, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking deal the damage to get the bleed going, but we could just kill. Difficult. No. Deal the damage to get max bleed as we can. By striking the front here and moving to the back, we kill the front shield mate. We are taking a lot of damage still, I suppose. Okay, so now that's going to be annoyingly one short up the front. Yeah, but I'll take care of it. Unless we just fully focus. So, fully focus on the back. Sharo, gotta have Sharo take the damage this time. One jab becomes free. Okay, so going to guard. Jab becomes free. We're going to put our focused prism in the jab. If I hit this, just trying to think what's the optimal way. 6. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah. We're going to draw a card, and we have to discard a card. I'm going to want to lunge, and I'm going to need to play these two cards, so yeah. The reason I'm going to need to play these two cards, optimal to destroy this one, and then 1,000 cuts on that one. See, annoyingly, 1,000 cuts, if I just play, if attack 13, great, but it won't then carry over to other hits, so regardless, we have to play it. It just becomes, do I shield? But then that's gonna grant shield on both of them. Oh dear. Okay, let's play a little bit conservatively. Probably then should have swapped. Should definitely have swapped. Didn't swap. Should have swapped. Right, never mind. That guy's not attacking. That's good. Rest break. 7. Okay. Start off with lunge. Yep. Start off with lunge. Attack, kill, damage. 1,000. So So we're not going to be able to play. Yeah, it's just 1,000 and kickflip. Ooh, Cantonar. Right, okay. So that was we got an extra energy because it warmed up. So I didn't really pay attention to that, but it's good to pay attention to that. Never mind. Still think we played the most optimal cards.
Where'd they come from?
So these are summoned creatures, meaning that if I kill the leader, then these will die anyway. So we only have to kill this leader. Now it's going to take 8 damage because of the bleed, leaving it with 30 left. So we are fine. We are fine. We've got flatten. And we have clash. It's going to be enough, but we've got strike to close it out anyway.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
That is what I'm talking about. What do we get? What do we get? A blood fire mask. The first time this hero takes damage, each battle draw a card. Ah, yeah. So
This will go nicely with my earring.
we'll put it on Sirocco. We've got some pages and we got a brush. Don't really see an optimal brush here. But again, it's one of those situations where we are very low on health. So it's more a case of, do we use it hoping to get a heart, in which case we have a much better chance of surviving. Just running around here, seeing where I've got the highest number. See if I can break into double digits anywhere. Maybe here? Yeah. Okay, so down there. Potentially over there. Yeah, potentially over there. That's 10. But over here? 10 again. Okay. This is going to annoyingly reveal something out of reach, and I have no way of getting it probably. Oh, bring it in, bring it in. Okay, well at least it's within reach. There's a gem shrine, so we're going to pick ourselves up a gem to slot in a card. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. Yikes. It's not. Right, but okay, no need to put it in now. We can wait until during the battle. We're gonna have to throw everything at this now. Didn't want to have to do this.
We could use this.
Did not want to have to spend that money on that, otherwise I would have bought it at the beginning. Right.
Refreshing.
Very, very low for Sirocco, so he's not going to really be the tank we need him to be. But good luck us taking on the boss, and we'll see how we do. And it's probably the hardest boss to face in the early ones. Cap 10. So he has multiple different moves. Can be easy, but can be extremely difficult. Definitely not the boss we wanted to fight. This is likely going to be the end of the run. So, Charge Barrier, we reflect 2 damage to attackers. So that's his current move that he's got on. So instantly we're going to be taking damage. Just going to throw... I mean... yeah. Okay. Don't know whether I should have just used that, but I've decided to go for block as much as I can. And I actually forgot about rendering blow, so probably wasn't wise to strike first. Could have perhaps done a bit more damage with duel, but only by like 1 or 2 in terms of the bleed damage. Okay, so 25 block is what it's doing now. It also it's got cage launcher, reduce the leading hero's power by 3. So we can wipe out the 25 shield just with flatten. But then we're incoming 18 damage. It's good to get Battle Brawler out early because the fact is, obviously, this is a boss, and so over several turns, this will be worth. There's no way to move Sirocco to the back, sadly. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and lunge is probably it. The alternative is to flatten and fouls and cuts, but 7, 14, 21. In 3 turns, this is going to pay for the same with flatten, so pretty much 3 turns. So yeah. Okay. Right, incoming 40. It's also got that charge barrier again, reflecting damage, so terrible for our multi-hits. Oh dear. I mean, defend. Jab. Defend Thousand Horse. Swap. Sirocco dies. I don't think there's a world Sirocco can live. We ain't going to be able to play that. Sadly, we didn't draw another Sirocco card to make Jab free for playing. The horse is just going to benefit us too much. I could rather... yeah, I think looking at what we got left, I think it's over. I think the run is dead, and like I say, this is a... Ooh. Did that do anything for us? No, not really. That is a shame. That is a shame we didn't have one Sirocco card. We could have 1530. You know what? You know what? Now, now we're having a change, and it looks like maybe she's gonna die. I was hoping for something different. So she dies. He's not attacking this turn, so gives us that little possible break. Grappling hook, inflict vulnerable and then trip, then swap heroes before attacking, so good that it's not attacking this turn. This is going to be a big ask. Guy's doing a multi-hit, so 24 times 2.
I'll hold them off. We're running out of time.
Leave a scar.
I'll hold them off.
You will hold them off, will you? Okay. Okay, so you know what? It's not a terrible last 2 guards to have, because this will break through that 25 shield. Kickflip. And then Clash gives us enough so that he dies. She survives. Yep, I like that. Right, 21. No. Even with the 2... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. We both die, right? Oh my god! No way! No way! Let's go. Let's go. Right, okay, that's brilliant. Unbelievable finish. Unbelievable finish. That is superb. Managed to just clutch it in the end thanks to those double 1,000 cuts. I knew what I was doing when I copied that card. So good. Pile of gold. Stack of pages. Talk about live life dangerously, right? What's the treasure? Oof. Know exactly what we're going for. Yes, the flute was great before. We wanted both of them. But protection every day of the week. At the start of each battle, this hero gains protection. Effectively, is an unlimited shield.
I think I've seen this before.
Put it on Shara. So whatever hit, even if they're dealing 100, that protection bubble will shield it all. Oh, dragon's nice. Bullfrog's too expensive. Mystic egg, bit expensive. Shard of honey, one of the best gems in the game. Attack the leading hero for damage equal to your draw pile, which will shoot up. Vial of rejuvenation. That'll heal the heroes to full health and get rid of those horrible wounds. And we somehow made it to the Molten City of Heartford, Chapter 3. Ah, we have discovered Heartforge, the core of the Mecha civilization built deep within the massive volcano. They are likely not pleased at our arrival. The spirit of the Roguebook has taken residence here, and the form it takes shifts with each story it creates. Now is your chance to strike at it directly. Right, I'm gonna pause it there for a little break and I'll be right back. Okay, so we are right back and we are on chapter 3. As we said, we're gonna visit
We can
Nadium.
make some use of this.
They got anything to drink?
Oh, right, so we can see the outlaw again. With a master swordsman. Okay, both heroes gain power equal to Zealot Spirit 2. But I am seeing that because I'm seeing the gem of evolution down here. This ally gains 4 spirit. Chucking this down early will give both characters +6 power for every hit. Oh wow, that could be oh, but the hunting scope. The first hit each turn deals double damage. This is an amazing pickup, especially when you consider we have got Rending Blow. The first hit of the battle inflicts bleed equal to 1/3 of the damage. So again, that's why I chose that. That's the other win condition, but these two combined are really, really strong. And overall, this is it's the first hit of each turn. It's not just the first turn, each turn. So this is priority pickup. Definitely priority pickup. We've got 24 cards. Oh yes, we've got our shard to put in to somewhere. I mean, I'm looking at you, Dragon Spirit. Not only are you a draw power, but giving us the courage, but you could also be an attacking card as well. I think really, yeah, Dragon Spirit is a very good card to put that in. I'm not too fussed about the actual cards on offer here, other than, like say, the Master Swordsman. But did we? No, we don't. Yeah, we do already have a Master Swordsman. So really, it's yeah, the gems and the treasures. The cards are pretty poor. Hunting scope will be the first thing, and then it will be whatever we can afford. Now, I would love to get this and chuck it into our Master Swordsman. That would be very powerful, but also we've got another bleed. So this is the Blood Crystal. Each time a hero hits with this card, inflict bleed equal to half the damage dealt. Coupled with that Rending Blow, you know, very good. We've also got the Tetra Scale here, Whenever you draw a card, gain 1 block, and it includes the cards you draw at the beginning of the turn. So instantly starting off with some block is very nice. Gem Silk Scarf. If this hero did not attack this turn, draw 3 additional cards next turn. Very meh. Very meh. And Singularity, this cost 3 less. Well, I mean, Slam goes down anyway. We don't really have a target. I suppose looking at Unstable Concoction, that would be nice to cost 3 less. But really, you'll play Unstable Concoction first with your energy, and then everything in your hand is going to be free anyway. Well, you're going to be able to afford it. So yeah, Hunting Scope, Blood Crystal, and Gem of Evolution in our Master Swordsman. That is the goal. Hunting Scope first. Still will look at the vaults though. Right, we need to do this battle. What do we have? What do we have? Okay, that's one battle, and that's just out of range from that tower. Yeah, not the best lineup. Sorry, not the best layout for the battles. Ooh, Shoot 'em Up is a great card early on. Attack all enemies for 20 whenever you defeat an elite or boss battle. This gains 5 permanently. But in the third and final chapter, it's a skipperoonie. There's the Outlaw again, trying to really force those daggers on us. Kickflip. I mean, I'm happy with what we've got now. I still think we are going to get those extra 2 cards, but you know, they're going to have to be really good cards, and those weren't it. Let's have a quick look at this vault. Oof. We might get one of those cards here now though, because we see another 1,000 cuts. Though we do have 2. I should be content with that. We've got Warcry. I like Warcry. I even like Warcry with the Shard. Both heroes gain 2 power to the end of the turn. Goki is pretty good as well, but we are doing alright with our energy, I think. So it's an ally, activate, gain 2, so obviously cost 3, you gain 2, but then next turn you'll gain another 2 because it's got 2 spirits, so it'll be 2 uses, and so overall you'll get 4 energy for the price of 3, but we don't need that. So between 1,000 Cuts and Warcry, and I am going to go for the Warcry. I do like Warcry.
Excellent.
2 slots as well, so yeah. 1 card away from getting the full final talent. Probably Shard going to go in the Warcry. Yeah, almost definitely. But let's do a battle, because like I say, we can equip the Shard during the battle. Ooh, so we've got the Devil Drummer. Intends to cast a major debuff. Starting off with a Warcry. Pretty nice to start with a Warcry, in all honesty, because chuck the Shard in there, so that definitely made up the decision. And now we gain 2 power each, but do that big hit, and with the rending blow, nice. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Well, we're gonna have it all, aren't we? Really? So we're just gonna do. We don't need to defend. So we're gonna strike, jab, and we're gonna get rid of the defend for. Look at that, perfect. Nice. Very, very strong opening turn. This is a very interesting move that is put on us, because it's unblockable, really. At the end of each turn, the hero loses 2 life for each stack of commandants they have. Reduce stacks by 1 whenever the heroes swap. So even this shield can't block that attack. That attack will get through anything. So we do have to back forth, because we certainly haven't got the cards to kill. We do obviously want to lead in with Shara, I think, because maybe, I mean, she's got the protection. We haven't got enough defense, so I think we're gonna have to hit, and then it's just a case of thinking, who do we want? So 6 plus 8, 14, 16 if Sirocco being up front. Yeah, probably makes sense. We are going to also get to play this actually, because we're going to get our move from a warmed up. It's just a case of, do I want Shara to fully block? Because I imagine I will. I mean, it probably makes sense to her block with a protection, because we are going to. Yeah, we should be able to. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Should be able to kill next turn. Get the 1 energy. So 4, it'll be 8 damage. There you go. Took the 8 damage. Can't avoid it. Okay, is this enough damage? Doesn't look like it, does it? We do have the focused prism in this. At the moment we're getting rid of the slam because we can afford to play it. Yeah, I think we've got to get rid of the slam. We definitely can't afford to play that. Oh, we can afford to play that. What's occurring here? Are we gonna be able to fire breath? Clear. This is the annoying thing. I can't see behind the screen how much life it had left, because I obviously want to get the gold from the fire breath, but that costs 2. I think our next move would be to clash. No, it's not enough, is it? Clash won't take it down to 15, because then Lay and Battle Brother will throw Shara back to the front, and that will trigger our warmed up to give us our 2 energy, but still, it's not enough. So, with that being said, we will get rid of the fire breath. This is where I hope I've calculated correctly. Because yeah, I was going to do this, and this is where, yeah, I would have had 2 energy, and yeah, it would have been enough to kill. Can do this though. We're obviously winning here.
That was needed.
That was needed. Good battle. Shame we couldn't get the golden sphere. Gold and Imperial ink. Imperial ink's not bad actually. It does get us to this tower over here, but then a little bit of wastage up there. I mean, we can get to both towers really, but what is the best way? I mean, even possibly this. I think what we'll do is because even possibly here, it gets me close to that battle. In fact, that's a brush down there. Perfect to get to that battle. So yeah, we're gonna do this because we have the carpet. There is a narrative there. That brush gets us to that fight. Take up the narrative. Okay. One misstep and the heroes have slipped through some sort of tear in the pages of the Roguebook itself. Upon opening their eyes, they find themselves in an otherworldly place. Before them, an immense yet fluffy creature stands proudly. It is the largest yak they have ever seen, an enormous gem full of rainbows shining brightly on its chest. Many of what seems to be its children scurry beneath its legs, seeking protection. This can sometimes be a bit of a sketchy fight, but if we do take it on, reach for the rainbow gem, then we get this gem where we can put it in a card. It will dissolve the card after use, but both heroes will heal for 7. And seeing as we get this quite early in the 3rd chapter, the matrons of Yaks recognizes the intent of the heroes. Quickly, it huffs, grunting towards the favourite children. The rainbow gem dissolves into a million points of light, which then envelops the yak that is now galloping towards you from the herd. This beast has become enchanted with the power of the gem and will fight to the end. Well, bring it. Right. Very important to read this first of all. Right, first of all. Rainbow Yak. Elite War Yaks. At the end of each turn, give all Yaks 8 block and 4 power. But this is the part. Cleansing Rainbow. When this creature dies, the hero dissolves their hand. So do not make the mistake on killing that straight away and dissolving your best cards. Yeah, that's a problem. Right. We start off pretty strong. Really strong indeed. So we've managed to get this one. In fact, I should have played this first for that extra card. Right, yep, Warcry. Kabang. Still does the 8. And then it's going to be 1,000 Cuts. Yeah. It's really annoying actually, because I would like to kickflip this guy at the back, but then I don't get to block, and I can't block first because kickflip only works when she's in the front. So if I do kickflip the guy at the back, which I still think I'm going to do, yeah, then what it means is Sirocco is in for 25, a little bit less, 23 damage. Yeah, you can make that back. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Yeah, there's no other way around it, is there? I don't think there is. Nope. So there, those cards dissolve. We draw a card thanks to the what is it, the Bloodfire Mask, and get an energy. That's good. Okay. Let's lay down our Horsemaster, I think. So what are we going to want to do here? How much block can we get? And who do I want to end with up front? Can I take out the guy at the back? I mean, definitely yes. Definitely I can. But what we'll do is we'll do... yeah. Gotta be careful. So, strike at the back would work, but of course we don't want to lose all our cards just yet. So, jab. What are we getting rid of? Are we getting rid of the defense? How much block does she have? Is that 11? I think that's 11. Good if we can get over 14 block, which that would give us. Then we don't get our Horsemaster. Because I have to get rid of something, and I need... No, I don't need that strike actually, do I? Get rid of that strike, block, Horsemaster, yeah, that works. So now we can defend once, or we can lay my lovely horse, because then I want to strike the back. The only thing is there is going to be a prison, so whatever we do draw will unfortunately be instantly dissolved. Oh, and it would have been a free, could have played that for free. Well, it did get dissolved, I suppose. It got discarded before it got dissolved, but it would have been dissolved. Okay, we end it there. We don't take any damage. First block by shield, second by protection. This turn just kind of plays itself, and we're in for a bit of pain here. Got to play the duel. And then probably defend. Let's see. But we can do it in a way where we get to play the strike as well. Defend, defend. Don't know whether there's much use on attacking the back because we can't kill the back. 1,000 carts, blah, blah, blah. 17. So if that's down to 11, it's going to gain aim block. It's going to be just short. Just short. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It looks like flatten the guy at the back next turn. So we're going to do this, and then I think that the smartest play is to use our Horsemaster to move Soroko to the back. Okay, an extra 2 block. Oh. Yeah, this is what I mean. This fight can be pretty brutal. In fact, so much so that I'm actually... Yeah, what's going to happen here? Right, what have we got? 3, 4, 5... 17. Oh, but a bleed. Okay, bleed. 9. Not gonna be enough to take care of the back one. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to do other than... Yeah, it's still the best thing to do, and it's this. Was that the best play? If I'd have killed that, I don't think it would have mattered either way. Yeah, it's a shame. Taking some damage. Look at this barrel. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not always worth it. Definitely not always worth it. No need to do that. Don't know why I did it. Wow.
I feel stronger.
Really? Because you look pretty weak right now. That was probably a terrible thing to do. We've got 0 hearts. 0 hearts. Ah, no. Oh, no.
What's over there?
Never what you want to do. Use one of those runes in case it opens something within the age. The thing is, within the area of the Sky Tower, so you always want to save the runes until after you open the Sky Towers. But desperate times, and these are certainly desperate times. Oh no. Right. Let's have a look. In hindsight, we probably could we have picked this up before that battle? I think we probably could have. We're going to go ahead and get this. It will help us massively, but we've left ourselves pretty vulnerable.
Let's patch up.
Without question, we're using the heart. So now the question becomes, do we search for another heart container? I think we do. So down here, just to double check. Yeah, no. This is, we're just gonna shoot down here. Okay, we're gonna open this room. Yeah, definitely not what we're interested in right now. Oh, yikes. No heart. Ooh, exotic pet. Concentrate, quick strike. So, exotic pet. Whenever the leading hero plays a card, deal damage equal to this ally's spirit. I think about that card in a shot. put that at 7, so literally you just have to play a card of that hero's type whilst it's in front 7 each time. Very good, but works a lot better if you've got a bunch of daggers and headbangs, which this deck does not have. Dissolve 1 card, gain 2. Now, whilst energy isn't a massive problem, one of 3 bosses, Avatar of Greed, can be quite tricky. Concentrate is a fantastic card for that boss. So, yeah, and obviously Concentrate in a pinch, if you need that extra energy, can be really good.
A useful skill.
And the fact that we're very low on health, talent might be just what we need, and it is a good one. It is a good one. At the end of each turn, gain 3 block for each stack of courage Shara has. Yes, please. I mean, we'll look at the others. Whenever you use a brush, reveal 3 extra adjacent spaces at random. Okay. Insatiable, all future cards gained have 2 gem socks. Absolutely not necessary in these early runs at all, or ever, to be honest. Never the choice. Berserking, always the choice, especially when we've got the courageous one and cards that give us lots of courage. This is what we need for extra block. But did we bite off more than we could chew? I mean, we 100% did. And I tell myself each time, don't do it. Don't do it. And here we are doing it. Right, okay. The reality is, though, we need to battle. We still need to battle. Hopefully, with our hunter scope. Okay, we're lucky enough to start off with this again, and this for great block. This time we will use this first thing. 60, thank you hunter scope. Boom, puts a 20 bleed on that, so very nice. 20, 40, 60. You ain't even going to see the light of day with a bleed. So yeah, straightforward win on this one. And what we will do, Strike is a bit of a rubbish card, so we'll put that rainbow gem in that to heal us up. So both of our characters get 7 health. Play the horse and strike. Fully blocking, not even losing our protection because we've got 9 courage. 9, 18, 27. That's going to give us 27 block for 29 block at the end, I think. Look at that. Thanks to that talent. Berserking, very, very good. Okie dokie. What do we have here now? Well, first turn because of that hunting scope again. First turn double damage. Yep. That'll do us. Was thinking about delaying for the coin. Probably could have delayed for the coin. Just got a little bit excited about a battle where I didn't take any damage and I actually gained health. Very much needed. So listen, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Let's go for it again. We got explosive ink there, which is nice. Ooh, this could be difficult. This could be difficult. So this is the gem shell tortoise. Jeez. Now hide. The first time damage is taken each turn, it gains 20 block. So yeah, that's a pain. In reality, we do want to kill one of them. The fact that we've got dual, if I hit the back one, 36 can leave that with 21. So I can't kill it because dual only hits the front. So yeah, we are going to 100% hit the front guy. Now we need to do 11, well 9 damage at least to it. Okay, yeah. That is, I suppose, optimal because then we can hit the 13 on the back. So we'll do that. You did. 13 gains its 20. And, well, that's all there is to say for this turn. Shame that we lost the protection there, but there's our dragon. So, bunch of block. We can raise our strength here. And I mean, that's, yeah, we are fine. Suppose I could have played the jab there to see if I could have got to the coin again, but and actually we really wanted to see the strike. We really wanted to see the strike because we need to play that card, get the health up. Straight into it. Okay, flamethrowers. This enemy intends to attack and use a debuff. Any guesses? We're going to be set on fire. Dragon draw. Power. Looks like we're playing the coin card straight away. Yep. Yep, gonna do the coin. I mean, I suppose 2, 3, 4. I mean, we could play the jab, get rid of the windstorm, hope for something a bit stronger. Obviously, jab's going to be free after the coin, but the coin 30 damage on each is okay. Yeah, no. What am I thinking? The jab does damage, so yeah. Coin. Jab is free. As we'll focus on the front. We're not going to be able to afford to play this, so we may as well get rid of that. And we are fine to leave Shara up front. So we'll do and the Battle Brother. Huge block thanks to the courage. Big burn. 26. Okay. Do this draws into that. And the question is, yeah, we don't need the defend, to be honest with you. But actually, let's. If I didn't have the defend, I'm just going to be playing Horse Clash and yeah, I'll play. Actually, we may as well get rid of the concentrate. We're going to be able to play all 4 of these cards. Starting with the Clash. Gain our extra energy. We're going to throw Shara back to the front. Strike. And we are going to have enough to take care of that front guy. With the allies. Fully block in the burn and the attack burns up to 20, but our block is just so strong. 32, 32, so oh, this is optimal, but then I've got I mean it's yeah, it's still the strongest first move. We'll move her back to the front thanks to the very, very powerful Horse Master. And whoa! Did I almost completely miss that we had the strike there? For the health, she is up to full health. Quality. Where's the coin? It's long gone, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, doing alright. Still no health though. So, you know, there's that. I mean, just thinking. Yeah, it's probably up here, isn't it? Let's just use the 3 up there because we're going to use this explosive brush. Gold, bolts, gem shrine. When this blocks, deal twice as much damage to the leading enemy instead. Okay, so I mean, block is quite important to us right now. Not really looking to convert it into damage, but guard, for example, would instead of blocking give us 16 damage. Yeah, it's going to be one of those gems that might just get used in the final battle. Might just have to hold on to that. Greed shield, melee, keeps out of it, retain gain block equal to the size of your draw pile. Can be good. Can be good. I don't want to do it though. I'm banking on my block being from the courage now with the berserking and courageous. I'm banking on that being all the block I'm going to need. Oh, but I am never refusing the best card in the game. Shaman. Ally, activate. If the last card you played this turn is in your discard pile, return it to your hand.
I'll take that.
I will take that. I mean, there's so much that does well for us. Warcry, I can bring that back so we can get the shard, especially with the gems. You know, like I said, it has to be in the discard pile. Anything that dissolves, like this card, it won't work. But Thousand Guts we can bring back. Dragon Spirit we can bring back. So that's 6 courage, boom, another 6 courage. That is all the block hopefully we'll need. So a massive, massive pickup. On to the next fight. Looking at flatten to start with. Simply because we want to get that rendering below. Okay, so we're gonna shimmy this one, that one. What do we want to do here? Because I either no, I think are we going to fully block this threat if we leave Shara to the front? Because I don't want to burst my protection. So there's 8 there, 6 there for 14. Already got 2, 16. Going to get 9 from the courage, so it's 25. Spot on, right? Dead on 25. If Shara is leading, I believe. And that being the case, barring a really poor miscalculation. Yeah, no, we're good. A little bit of maths in this game, but all the more fun. There's a bunch more block coming, and I should have played Warcry first. Never mind. We are going to play it now. Are we going to play it now? So, important to note, the front, I didn't even go on the bomb slinger, bomb bot. So, it's going to effectively be a suicide bomb. So that's why it's up to 50 damage, but it is summoned. So if we can kill the bomb slinger, then that's game 1. So bomb slinger's got 90. Unfortunately, the shard will only hit the front enemy. But if we started with this move, 56 puts it down to what, 34 needed. 16's already there for bleed. So that's what? Oh geez, maths. 18? Is that right? I better double check the maths on this. 56 plus 6, 62, 72, 18. Yeah, 18. Do we have 18? That's not going to be 30, it's going to be 15. Oh. Even if I was to play that, that only make it up to 17. We are one short. One short. So we then now have to change tactics. Yeah, we're just gonna be one short. So now the new tactic is to just make sure that the front guy dies. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the bonus 25 gold.
Return whence you came.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Strike. God. We need that life. We need that health. Perfect. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So Sirocco's getting back to health. We're doing all this with no hearts. Reckless? Maybe experienced player? Right. So now we're eyeing up the elite, but you know, is that too risky? 509 gold. What did we want from the shop? Bleed? Yeah. Gem? Yeah. Gem first. Then bleed. Then if we can afford it, touch scale is basically the order. Gem. I mean, we're going to want to put it in a Master Swordsman, but again, like I say, there's no need to put it in unless you're in the battle, and when and if you need it. Not a strong start. No powerful card. No powerful card to start off with, unfortunately. What I am going to do is I'm going to start off with guard, then lunge. Just because we're working that warmed up. The reason I hit the middle target first is I wanted the bleed to start working on that middle target. Ooh, there's Shaman. There is Shaman. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to double kickflip because we can't get Shara back to the front. So, didn't even look at these. Unstable Forgeling. When this creature dies, deal whatever it's showing 25 damage to the leading hero. This is very, very bad. Very, very bad. Yeah. Right, we can't not kickflip, so trouble is we do not have a kill or the ability to fully block. Well, actually saying that, I think we are, yeah, that's not enough. It is not enough. We'll be left with 7. So interestingly, this is going to be 7 puts that. So my fault. What I'm thinking right now is, do I put the gem in Clash, because that'll bring Clash's damage up to 21, and my Cobalt Guardian will defeat it. But then Soraka's going to take the 25 damage plus the 6 from the burn, plus then the 12 and the 1. So what's that? 25 plus 6, 31, 32 plus the 12, 44. And I don't have. Oh, I will have, because the Clash is obviously going to give us. Oh no, it's not going to give us, because I'll be turning it into damage. So no, that would result in Soroka dying. Failing that, we could just Clash. Yeah, I think we're going to have to just Clash here. It's kind of gross. Just simply to get the shield up. Oh, forgot about the courage giving us shield. That's helpful, but yeah, I definitely didn't math that correctly. That's annoying. Okay, never mind. Big shield. Gem in the brother. Boom. Both heroes get an extra 6 power. Thank you very much. Nope, no need to play that. It's going to be free after 1 card. Right, we could do this to bring Shara to the front first. I don't like not having my Horsemaster for the ability to chop and change. The annoying thing is I can't get defense up enough. Alright, we're just gonna do this. We can play this. Ah dear. So much damage. I mean, the first one's going to get eaten by the protection bubble. Alright, strike. Do we just grab that again? Strike again. Can't afford to play that, can we? No. So this dies from protection. I then am going to wait a minute. Yeah, that was definitely the best move though, because otherwise burn, yeah. And then this is gonna hurt for 25. But it better not to do that, because if I... Oh, the bleed's going to do it anyway for us. Alright, well, we're just going to hit the jab here. Oh, again, we don't get to use that slam. So, hopefully I haven't miscalculated and going to die here. Nope, okay. Fun times. We didn't get to that strike. No worries. Got ourselves a royal ink though. First one I think we've seen. So that's a straight line for 5 ink. Not really useful for us right now. We've got quite a lot of ink actually going for us, and a brush. We're basically hunting for a heart container, I think. So hunting for a heart container. Rune.
Let's take a look.
Well, I mean, I don't need to do anything to get that because I can fly straight to it. So now we've got 2 elites and a boss battle. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get the Tetra Scowl. So blood crystal. Blood crystal's looking good. Where do I want to use these inks? Well, I'm probably going to throw one down here. And then we'll get a brush from one of the elites, because yeah, we are reckless enough to take on one of the elites. Although, I mean, I don't know, you know. That does seem a little maybe too reckless. Let's use this ink here, unless we can get a heart. Ugh, we didn't. Didn't even get the money. Oh, I don't like not taking on the elites. For me, the fun is trying to beat everything and finish the run. Very good to start off with the Dragon Spirit. Very good. Just in terms of the block. Flatten. So this boss, the Mecha Centipede, bunch of effects, final upgrade. The next segment gains 5 power. We've obviously put bleed on it. Basically, in this battle, you very much want to take. We destroy the head. The second compartment becomes the head. So we just kind of want to keep getting the front row because the front row's doing much damage. So who are we going to want to end? Are we fully blocking? I think we're fully blocking, right? But we're probably wanting to end with Sirocco. Oh, I should have put the gem in there. I should have put the gem in there just now. Oh, we just get the kill. We just about get the kill because of the bleed. And the block coming in from the courage. Chuck the Master Swordsman down. Big hit with Warcry. Defense jab, whatever we get from the jab is going to be disposed of probably. Yeah, because we can afford to play the Slam Dunk the Funk. That's annoying. It's going to survive by 1. Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot else we can do with that one. We've got 14 fire on us, lots of damage coming in. Can we? Nah. You're not going to be able to get the double goldage. So, do we just start off with this? Could be in for a bit of pain on this one. Don't know whether that was the best optimal play there. Jewel and has to be Jewel. 17, 17, 14. So we're gonna lose our protection to the burn, but then take 11 plus 5, 16, and she's gonna be debuffed. So she's gonna be left with like 5 health. What do we have here? Yeah, very low chance that we draw something good from the focus prism. Oh, nice. Keep forgetting about the block from the courage. So, very, very good, and thankful for that. Now, Shaman is important. I suppose we've got the concentrate, so we can then double 1,000 cuts. Yes. Yes. Question mark. Play that. 40, 20, 20. That's a good kill on that one. Yeah, I think we do. Because there was only one loss there. Now, question is, do we get it back? Or do we just lunge? 7, 14, 21. Yeah, okay, so we're fully defending the burn. So if we're fully defending the burn, we need to kill the front guy. So it is just going to be a lunge. It has to be, right? I think it has to be. Did I just miscalculate? Maybe, but we're going to be okay because I can bring it back and I can concentrate off the defend. So, just to be sure, does move the damage over there. Oh, jeez. Risky business. Whoa. Yes, please. Strike. Oh. Wow.
Rest well.
Worth it? Probably not. Oh. This is a phase stone, one of the best gems in the game. Very good pickup. But right now I would trade it all for some health, and we have one brush to find some health. Please. 11 there. 11's gonna be our best bet, I think. Possibly. I think 11's gonna be our best bet. 10 there. Yeah. 11 hexagonal tiles to find health. Thank goodness. We also pick up a narrative. Gain 150 gold. Gain 2 random gems. Or heal both heroes to full life. I've never chosen heal both heroes to full life. $150 gold. Okay, so this is what each of them does. 150 gold allows us to buy the Tetrascale from the shop. Not bad. Wish of Power is a gamble. Could be good, could be absolutely pants. Gain 2 random gems. Yeah. Fun, though. Fun factor through the roof. Wish for full life is the safe bet, right? I did just get a healing heart though, didn't I? Like fun. We have to be boring.
Refreshing.
I've never have I ever chose that, but never have I been on such a risky run. And what's more is I think we're going to go for this elite because of that health boost. We're going to go for this elite, which will then allow us to buy that Tetrascale for the boss, the final boss. So, you know, yes. Right, this is a good, I'm glad we got this one. Ground Shaker, Tremors. For every 5 cards played this turn, deal 12 damage to the leading hero. And it's going to attack for 10. So, let's see. We've got our Phase Stone. Oh. Which is probably going to go in either the Warcry or the Dragon Spirit. Dragon Spirit more than likely. Right, let's think. What do we want to do first? Well, this does the damage, so damage. We need to get the defense up. We don't actually need to get the defense up. We've got 3 cards that we can play now because we don't want to play the 4th. So I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So we're going to put the gem here in the clash. Big damage, 21. 2 more cards that we can play happily. So it's going to be a strike and defend. Playing 1 more card would trigger the effect and blow our shield. We do not want to do that. So that's good. We've got our strike. We don't need to play it. We're both at full life. Going to start off with this strike. Gets us into the 1000. That's good. So I guess in this turn we're looking at, are we going to blow our protection bubble and let it hit us? So if we are, we're not going to need to worry about defensive cards, are we? I'm saying that wouldn't be taking that much damage with Sirocco. Wouldn't be taking that much damage. Okay, I'm going to let's just get rid of this for a second. Let's just do some quick maths. 42 there. But if I play that, then I could play guard. Guard will put it for 10, 12 block, gain 2 block, 6 blocks from courage, so 18 block. She is in vulnerable status, remember? Yeah. Decision is actually easy when you calculate. Yeah, bonus 8. Because he only took 2 damage. So it's better than popping a shield, isn't it? Ooh. Decisions time. Right. I'm chucking the phase stone in Dragon Spirit. Because at the end of the day... 1, 2, yeah. Play this for power. Warcry. May have miscalculated a little bit actually because so it's interesting now because 8, 16, 8 plus 14, 14 times 3. I guess now it doesn't matter that we're going to lose our protection. Although she's vulnerable. I don't want to do something silly here. But I'm tempted to bring back the dragon card. So I can play it again, but of course I am going to take 12 damage. I was going to lunge. You know what? Let's not lunge. Let's let... yeah, because she's in vulnerable status, it means that the 35 is going to be more. And I'm going to be blocking for... let's see. Oh, 7. So 15, 45... plus however more is going to get added on. I don't know how much more is going to get added. You know what? Yeah, we're doing this. Yeah, I'm already happy with the decision. Because we get to play everything. I get to play my horse. Oh, I can even just bang that instead of the horse and the... Wait. Think. Yeah, no. I think it's just this now. Although if I was to do the horse... what are we join into next? 1,000 cuts for the win, right? Okay. So yeah, we don't need to flam. We're gonna horse strike and jump back, and thanks to the courage, fully block it. Looks like we didn't even need to jump back. Courage comes back again. A massive block. Never a worry. Coin next turn. Coin next turn, right? So if coin next turn, do we just weaken it now? I think we just weaken it now. Could be coin this turn. Can I falter? So what damage are we doing? We're doing 14, 26, 30, 32. Yeah, we don't need to play anything more. I suppose, yeah, no. Good. Look at all the block that's gonna come. 65 block. Coin for the goal.
A worthy foe.
An elite battle that costs us 2 health. And we get a blood diamond. Attack the leading enemy for damage equal to your block. Well, if we get the courageous dragon early enough, that would be good. Feels like even more reason to get that. But it's just... Do we need it? As soon as we get the Courageous Dragon, we don't have to worry about block anymore, right? So that's making me, and the fact that we got pretty much full life. Yeah, Blood Crystal. I like the look of Blood Crystal. I'm just trying to think actually what targets I would put it in. Kickflip would be ideal, I suppose, because of damage. This is definitely a smarter play, but or a more safer play. I'm not going to say it's not smart doing what I've done. I'm even tempted to get the unstable concoction at this point. Don't even think it would be a bad choice, but I don't need it. It's just going to damage my chances of drawing the Courageous Dragon first turn. Right, we're done. I've got one brush. Okay, one brush. One brush. Over here. Over there. Down there, probably. 13. Gold, gold, and a heart. We're just short. Oh, we're not just short actually. It was like 500 for the Tetrascale, wasn't it? So we are ready to fight the boss. We may as well pop a heart.
Nice.
Because Soroku was down 2 health, but I'm feeling extremely confident now going into this final battle. We've got the twins. Don't know how I feel about the twins on the first run. I suppose okay. Twin Chaos Pain. Sovereign of Suffering. The heroes cannot swap. Dealing damage to Twin Chaos Pain disables this effect until the end of the turn. It's definitely an effect I always forget about. Bonds of Pain. If Twin Chaos Wrath is dead, at the start of each turn, shovel 4 wounds into the player's deck. We've got Twin Chaos Wrath, Liege of Wrath. Damaging the Twin Chaos Wrath reduces its power by 3 until the end of the turn. Bond of Wrath. Same thing, if Twin Chaos Pain dies, Twin Chaos Wrath gains 25 power. So the idea is to kind of whittle them down together. We do see a Shaman to start, which is nice. I like the fact that we start with that as well. Oh. Wow. Rending blow on a flatten. Oh, let me hit the back. Let me target the back. I don't know why the game is being a bit glitchy. Let me hit the back. There we go. $51 bleed. My caramba. And we can get that card back. I hadn't even thought about this. I hadn't even thought about bringing that card back, to be honest, because I was just going to kickflip and defend. Because it would be a shame to burst the bubble so soon, but bringing it back gives me that bleed. It's half for 31, so it's going to be bleed for half, so it'll either give me 15 or 16 on the front. We'd probably play it on the front. We would lose our bubble early, but that's 15 bleeds straight off. You know what? No. Do I mean no? Oh, sad times. Yeah, we're gonna yeah, we're just gonna play this. Oh yes, that's very annoying actually, because the back character had piercing, and I think we only just got done by that, so our protection's gone. But there's our dragon spirit for our blockage, so that's very nice. So we'll start off with the war cry, and we'll. I want to play it twice, but I want to play the dragon spirit twice as well. Oh. No, I am going to. I'm going to play the war cry twice on this time. Simply because we've got 1,000 cuts as well. So because we've got that 1,000 cuts. So we'd have to duel first to bring her to the front. Thousand cuts the back because we want to weaken or whittle that down. That'll whittle some more. Swapperoonie, swapperoonie. Yeah, we're gonna get to play everything. Defend and windstorm, and we should fully block this by a mile. So now we really just want to focus on the front twin. And we haven't got great cards. We are fine for block, and all we seem to have drawn is pretty much block. So I'm going to do the strike. Get rid of the defend, we're not going to need that. I'm going to have to bring back the strike, I think. I mean, I suppose we could see what we get from the jab. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we get from the jab. Ugh. Was not worth it. So we will do strike. And strike again. Just simply because I think the next turn hopefully will be the last turn. So we don't want to not use a shaman move. Yep. 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 You did, and let's bring it back for another go. And that was a run, guys. That was a run. That was a first run victory. 21 pages, quite low. Gotta say, I've had on the first run up to 28 pages. I think 21 is annoyingly low. But given how it went, I should be very grateful to have even completed the run. For completing the run, we unlock a new card for Shara, Bravery. Ranged, gain 7 block, gain 2 courage. Very nice. We also get Fisher, charge, attack for 7 twice. If Shara has courage, she gains 10 block. We get Sucker Punch, very situational. Play only if Soroku is leading. Attack the leading enemy for 16. Only costs 1, but the situational cost of it makes it a little bit meh. And Flex, whenever a hero attacks this turn, gain 3 block. We also get a Meteor Shard. Hero attacks from this card hits all enemies, so would have been handy against those twin bosses there. Hitting the front would have hit the back as well, but again, it's only a gem in that one specific card, so not too great of a gem. I suppose in the run we just had, it would have been good against that boss, and we could have brought that card back with Shaman, so but that, you know, that relies on those two scenarios. This is not a great gem. And we can see the breakdown. Definitely, as soon as I saw cap 10 as the boss, I thought the run was over. In that second run, I thought the run was over. Surviving that by, I think we're down to like 2 HP. Yep. Very, very lucky. Very lucky. Okay. So, there you go. That was the first run of Roguebook. If you liked it, of course you liked it, please drop a like, comment. We're going to do a whole run of these, and we're going to be opening the embellishment skill tree next turn. So, yep. Please like, comment, subscribe, guys. Be there for the next one, and remember, stay epic. Bye.